A century ago, the most popular star in American show business was a female impersonator named Julian Eltinge. It serves as a reminder that Hollywood has always been a house of mirrors. In November 1986, while appearing on CBS Sunday Morning, the legendary Paul Newman shocked the nation. He dropped a bombshell that sent millions of eyes turning toward the history books. Several of the most iconic goddesses of Hollywood's golden era were allegedly born as men. Who were these 6 individuals? How did they maintain their secrets under the global spotlight, and what was their ultimate fate? Today on Royal Time of Hollywood, we unveil the hidden truths that shook the industry. Number 1 is Candy Darling, the transgender angel. New York, 1958. A 10-year-old boy named James Slattery was slapped by his mother for daring to walk in her high heels. It was the first of many blows. In school, James was mocked as a monster. Bullies once dragged him into a bathroom and used a razor to carve the words, "not a girl," into his stomach. By 17, James left for Manhattan and became Candy Darling. She slept in Grand Central Station and collected secondhand clothes, dreaming of a life she felt she could never truly touch. Her luck changed when she met Andy Warhol at the factory. She became a superstar of the underground, appearing in films like Flesh. But Hollywood was cruel. One director told her, "You are beautiful, but the audience will never believe you are a woman." Candy faced physical attacks and poverty, eventually turning to high-dose hormones to maintain her figure despite warnings that they would kill her. In 1972, Lou Reed immortalized her in Walk on the Wild Side, making her a New York icon. Yet the fame was hollow. Candy died of lymphoma in 1974 at just 29. Her final letter remains a heartbreaking testament. "If there is another life, I hope to be born as myself." Number 2 is Marlene Dietrich, the most charming man in a dress. When Morocco premiered in 1930, Marlene Dietrich shattered every convention of femininity. She appeared in a black tuxedo, top hat, and cigarette in hand, delivering the first same-sex kiss in Hollywood history. The media erupted. Was Dietrich the most beautiful woman in the world, or a perfectly disguised man? An internal Paramount document from 1957 allegedly stated that her biological sex must be verified before a contract renewal. Makeup artist Charlie Donovan once claimed he saw her changing and witnessed a body that was not an ordinary woman's, citing square shoulders and a lack of traditional female features. In 1982, German records for a Rudolf Dietrich, a boy born in 1901, surfaced with a face and signature identical to Marlene's. Even her daughter, Maria Riva, recalled seeing her mother inject hormones and speaking in a deep man's voice behind closed doors. Dietrich remained an eternal mystery, a figure who belonged to no single gender. Number 3 is Christine Jorgensen, from GI to sex symbol. In December 1952, a headline on the New York Daily News stunned the country. Ex-GI becomes blonde beauty. Christine Jorgensen, a former American soldier, became the first person to publicly transition in modern history. Before the cameras found her, she was George William Jorgensen Jr., a quiet soldier at Fort Dix who was repeatedly flagged for feminine behavior. In 1950, George vanished to Denmark, undergoing pioneering surgeries under Dr. Christian Hamburger. When she returned to New York, the FBI opened a surveillance file on her, fearing her influence on public perception. Christine was a scientific marvel who used her platform to speak about the right to live authentically. Though the state of New York rejected her marriage application in 1959, she never succumbed to bitterness. She became a best-selling author and a nightclub star, proving that no one is born to be locked in a cage. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to check out the other stories and shocking updates on our channel. We've covered many incredible celebrity journeys, tragic endings, and untold Hollywood secrets that you don't want to miss. Binge watch our previous videos to discover more surprising facts, emotional stories, and where your favorite stars are today. Your support helps us bring you more powerful content like this, so don't forget to explore, watch more, and stay tuned for the next video. Number 4 is Joan Crawford, the gentleman beneath the silk. Among recently declassified Vatican documents, a letter from a nun in Kansas surfaced with a photo of Joan Crawford. It read, "A man is being hailed as the embodiment of femininity." Long before she was the uncrowned queen of the silver screen, a young man named Lawrence R. Lasher was detained in Missouri for assault in a gay bar while wearing a lace dress. 6 months later, a woman named Lucille Lesueur appeared in Hollywood and became Joan Crawford. All records of Lawrence vanished. Behind the scenes, Crawford's life was shrouded in secrecy. She never changed in front of others, and her voice was described as deep, like thunder, when cameras stopped. Secret financial records revealed she spent over $1.3 million on private medical services with a gender hormone specialist. She died as she lived, meticulously clean, leaving no semi-nude photos and burning all her diaries to protect her secret. Number 5 is Katharine Hepburn, the male god in disguise. With 4 Oscars and a defiant spirit, Katharine Hepburn was the queen of trousers. But was she hiding a biological secret? In 1932, director George Cukor was bewildered by her deep voice and masculine stride. Studio files from MGM under code, Type J3, allegedly designated her as someone whose body did not conform to female standards. Most shocking is a Hartford birth record from 1907 for a James S. Hepburn, which was later allegedly altered to Katharine following her brother's death. Her relationship with Spencer Tracy was equally mysterious. They never lived together and were described by associates as 2 men who understood each other. Hepburn never exposed her skin on set and refused to wear dresses. Her final message at her funeral was enigmatic: "I have lived truly, that is my truth." Number 6 is Greta Garbo, the Swedish Sphinx. Greta Garbo, the Swedish Sphinx, ruled Hollywood with an icy, statuesque beauty. Yet, a secret MI5 file once noted, Subject Gigi possesses inconsistent medical documents. Birth records do not match in gender. MGM lighting technicians often had to adjust for a body that had broad shoulders and a muscular back. In 1938, she was reportedly denied entry to the UK due to conflicting identity documents. In her later years in New York, a nurse claimed she saw Garbo's body and found no signs of a uterus, but rather a reconstructive surgical scar. Garbo lived as a ghost, famously saying she wanted to be let alone. She died in 1990, leaving behind a legacy that was neither fully male nor female, but entirely legendary. The velvet curtains of Hollywood's golden age concealed many truths. Whether these icons were rebelling against society or simply paying the price for fame, their stories remind us that gender has always been a complex stage. What are your thoughts on these revelations? Share them in the comments below. Thank you for watching Royal Time of Hollywood, where the legends of the past come to life. If you enjoyed this journey into Hollywood's hidden history, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you won't miss our next captivating stories here on Royal Time of Hollywood.